Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Who you got? Joseph Parker, Fabio Wardley. I'm going to tell you, man, I like Fabio Wardley. I've been following his career ever since he clipped Adelaide. Then he got in there and clipped Frazier. And not just the way he's been beating guys, the way he's been knocking them out, even in his last fight. Amazing come from behind knockout. Nobody saw that coming. But, you know, when you got a guy like Fabio Wardley, you got to like him. Because even he's like, yo, that's just unfortunate that Joseph Parker missed that at a shot at Oleksandr Usyk. But at the end of the day, he's got to do business when he gets in that ring with Joseph Parker this weekend. Now, Parker is the WBO mandatory challenger. 36-3 and 24 KOs to Usyk. Parker's been putting the work in. He's been doing the business. Impressive 6-fight winning streak. I think Parker is getting jerked. Secret society in full effect. That man should have been got a damn fight against Usyk. You know what I'm saying? So he's got to be frustrated. He was supposed to fight Dubois for the IBF belt in February. Then all of a sudden Dubois falls ill. We know that's bullshit. And that was despite the undisputed world heavyweight champion Usyk being ordered to fight him in March. But that fight just never materialized. You know what I'm saying? That's because you look at what happened. Dubois went to fight AJ. So blind man can see that there's so much more going on behind the scenes that they'll ever tell us. But Parker, you know, he's bounced back. But back in the day, in 2018, man, he lost his WBO belt to Anthony Joshua. He never made a big deal about it, you know what I'm saying? Instead, he just said, all right, I got to, you know, get my nose down, start to grind again. And he said, this is what it's going to be. After having a nice 6-fight winning streak, beating Zhang, beating Wilder, he said, all right, no problem. I'm going to go ahead and, as far as this mandatory challenger status, I'm going to put all that on the line, and let me go ahead and fight Wardley. 19 wins. He has 18 KOs. He's only fought 20 times, but passed every hurdle put in his path. You know what I'm saying? He has one draw. Now, I just think Joseph Parker has had very bad luck, but I thought Parker was going to go on because of his relationship with Tyson Fury and get back to the top of the sport of boxing, heavyweight division, which he did, but he didn't reach the pinnacle. I don't know why they're blocking that fight. It's either AJ's going to get the Usyk fight or Fury's going to get the trilogy. That's my opinion, but for Joseph Parker, there's something going on there. And I don't even know if I feel sorry for Parker. I think Parker's being handsomely compensated. So I don't feel too bad for the big Uso. Because he's always smiling. That means good things are happening for him. So if he's smiling, I'm smiling for him. But I didn't expect Parker to beat Zhang or Wilder. And to see him be able to get those victories, that speaks a lot about Joseph Parker and where he was to where he's reached under the tutelage of Andy Lee. Now, in boxing divisions, I think they have like rows, you know what I'm saying? And at the top row, you just have somebody like Parker who just, whatever they put in front of him, he's going to sit there, man, and do the business and get the win. So you just got to give Parker a whole lot of credit because he's not out here throwing a temper tantrum. He's just like, you know what, I'm going to come out here and do the business blue-collar style, you know. So just to sit back and watch him, you know, moving up the ladder, is impressive. But nothing's probably more impressive than seeing what Wardley did in June when he went out there in front of a sold-out crowd and got a stoppage in a fight that he was badly losing and got a big knockout against Justice Huny. Now, it's no surprise if you follow boxing that Huny was ahead on the scorecards, but Wardley is just one of those guys that's like, he's got that power, man, you know what I'm saying? And in any fight he's in, there's an opportunity that he's going to create a knockout of the year contender. And a lot of people are expecting this weekend at the O2 Arena for him to do that against Joseph Parker. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. I think there's a lot of pressure on Fabio Wardley, you know. can he come out here and get the biggest win of his career against someone who a lot of people just don't seem to be in a rush to get in the ring with? Two fighters in particular come to mind when I think about who should be at the top of the heavyweight division, or at least getting big opportunities, are Joseph Parker and Ajit Kabayel. For some reason, those two guys aren't getting the opportunities. But I do think it's going to be a tricky balance for a guy like Wardley to land his big shots. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know if Parker's going to be right in front of him the way Frazier Clark foolishly was when they rematched, and going to foolishly stand in front of him the way Hooney was when Wardley was able to come behind and land a big shot in the 10th round. So let's see how this all plays out, because one thing I'm going to tell you for sure, Parker will punch, but he's a boxer puncher. He's a heavyweight, big, strong Samoan, New Zealander, but he's a boxer puncher. He's going to move around. Wardley's looking to come in there and beat you up. You know, Wardley's looking to fight. He's going to throw punches. Wardley, what could hurt him is playing to the crowd. But it's a delicate balance. But if he does play to the crowd and he's successful in knocking out Joseph Parker, I mean, Wardley's going to be casted into a whole nother stratosphere as far as how boxing fans see him. He's going to be must-see TV. Talk about going on and become a global icon. If they can get him over here to the States in a big fight and he can do the same thing, Wardley is out of here, because that's something that the heavyweight division is missing right now. Someone who just comes to fight. You know, he's got some skill. He's still polishing up. He's not so surgical. He's just a guy. He's not a scalpel in the ring. You know what I mean? He's a mallet. He's a hammer. And once he gets done with you, it ain't even that you come out looking like you went through a wood chipper. It's like he got diced up with somebody holding a cleaver or a machete. You know what I mean? He is looking to just destroy you. And we just got to see, man, what's going to happen. Interested to see how the commentary goes, the global news and everything, and if people are going to be independently minded and not just get caught up in Joseph Parker, or just get so caught up in Wardley. Let's see if they're going to come out here, man, and give a fair breakdown of the fight as the fight's going on. I just think nothing's more important in the heavyweight division than maybe watching the fight this weekend, because the winner of this more than likely will be going to fight Usyk next. And that Usyk is a one fighter that everybody's looking at to see what's he going to do. And that would just be amazing if Wardley somehow ends up getting the opportunity for Usyk. Makes you wonder what they're going to do with Atama then. And that would be unfortunate for Joseph Parker, because I think Parker deserves the fight, but who am I? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, good luck to both of them this weekend, but that's going to be a good fight. I ain't going to miss that. I don't know if I'm going to go live, but for sure, I will watch it. But I'll be fishing Saturday. Get up early and go fishing with my boys. Anyway, man, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans all 7 continents. Wardley Parker. Expect a real good scrap. I'm in the breeze.